Hey guys, RC here. Welcome back to our OOTP18 Let's Play, where we are playing as the Kansas City Royals. Last time we left off, we had just finished the opening week of the season. We are 4-2 and tied for first place in the American League Central, I think. Um, they've changed so much, I lose track sometimes. But yeah, let's see. Willie Wilson. All right, he's actually listed in. Okay, because we just updated that. Right. Okay, so he is batting leadoff. I was a little concerned when I saw that he did not have a batting average and had not played right here. So that's because all of his stats were in single A, where he was hitting 375 with 3 RBIs over that first sim. All right, so we are. Let's see. We've got some guy. Oh, we wanted to go into the schedule. Let me know if you guys want me to go into the schedule once a week, once a month, I mean, I'm going to sim a week at a time, but let me know if you want me to do it a week at a time, a month at a time. However you want me to do it, I can adjust, certainly. A lot of times I don't look at this screen because I'll just go look at the stuff that I've seen. But if you want to go in and look at the box score, we will certainly do that. So we won opening day against Minnesota, 4-3. We had George Brett had his first home run off Bert Blyleven. Solo shot in the third inning. Frank White had an error. Busby, 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs. Bird got his first save. Scattered 3 hits over scattered. Gave up 3 hits over 2 innings, 2 strikeouts. Probably got lucky there. Bert Blyleven hooked with the loss, but he did win Player of the Game honors. That's a little odd. Looks like it may have just given him more credit for going 8 innings, but I would say Busby probably had a better game. Plus, he got the win. Just a thought. Well, he only gave up 5 hits. Maybe that had something to do with it. Rod Carew, one of my favorite players ever, hitting 207. He's off to a slow start, hitting just 250 this year. Rod, I don't know. I don't know why he would hit cleanup. Never really, he was never a big home run guy. Now I mean, shoot, he drove in 100 runs that one year, but he went through a phase with the stolen bases. He was a really good leadoff guy. Got on base a lot. I mean, 400, over 400, 393 for his career. 92 homers, over 1,000 RBIs, 353 stolen bases, 3,053 hits. He was just a hit machine, man. Uh, really liked him. I was really happy, excited when California got him uh, late in his career. I mean, he was 34 at that time, but I mean, still 318, 331. I mean, there's a lot of guys that would die to have 295 and 280 seasons, and he was doing that at 39 and 40. Uh, just him and Tony Gwynn, probably two of the best pure hitters that I've ever seen in my life. Um, so definitely a player I enjoyed watching. Let's see. So 2 RBIs for Patek. That was good for him. All right. Then we took a 4-3 loss the following day. 3 runs in the ninth inning. That was not pleasant. Looks like we had an error for Freddie. Brett had a stolen base. Hal McRae had a solo home run. Paul Splitorf, 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. Bird, the blown save and the loss, 3 earned runs in 1 2/3 innings. Let's see. Randy Bass had a home run, his first of the season. 2 for 4 for Fran Healy. 2 for 3 for, that's Jerry Terrell. Don't recognize that name. A 10-6 win. Patek 4 for 5, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs for McRae. That's solid. Looks like no home runs that game. Fred White had a triple. Bryles got roughed up early. We had enough offense on Corbin to offset that. Fitzmaurice had a good 2 innings. Mengori a solid 2 innings. And McDaniel finally, well, he pitched a good inning in relief. That was the game Frank White got hurt running the bases. At least he didn't fall downstairs. That's always not pleasant to see. This is a bug in the game. I think you can see they played a doubleheader against California this day. But no matter which section of the score I click on, only the 5-3 score shows up. So I don't see a way to change that score. So I've already reported that to the OOTP forums. Anyway, on this one we lost 5-3. We got a run late, so we were never really in this. Dutch Leonard, a complete game, 11 hits, 5 runs. Figueroa, 3 runs on 9 hits, complete game. And then we won the other one 7-6. Or, I wonder, it says 2 games that day, so we beat them 7-6 twice, it looks like. We needed 3 runs in the 7th to come back to even get close, and then 3 runs in the 9th. So, wow, California pitching just blew it looks like. 3 stolen bases for Mickey Rivers. George Brett 2 for 4. Looks like Gates started at second base, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. Busby got roughed up. Fitzmaurice, 3 strong innings in relief. McDaniel got the win. 3 hits, but no runs. And Frank Tanana, the hard luck loser, 4 runs, only 1 earned, but 4 runs. Lang gave up 3 runs on 3 hits and only got 1 out as we scored 3 in the 9th. And that's a nice comeback win there. So that's where we are. So after, and I think we've already looked at the standings, right? Yep, 4-2. All right, let's see. I do need to go look at. I'm going to have to kind of keep an eye on salaries here. I want to go by age. Dennis Leonard, 23. So this is his last season. Expires. I'm going to give him a 2-year. Actually, I'm going to give him a 4-year deal. We'll try that. Disappointing offer. Wow, so he drove a hard bargain. All right. And let's see who else. Let me go ahead and maybe offer 2 this time around. Now Mayberry's doing 231, 234 last year, 278. So the thing is, boy, he just looks like he should hit so much better than that. Wow. I'm going to wait on him a little while. Fran Healy's 28. He's making 192. So let's go ahead and ask for that. So we'll put a couple of offers in this week. And then let's go ahead and sim out another week. Personal message. Okay, so Healy and Leonard both sign. Good. Let's see. Rick Rochelle. Jim Slayton. Bert Blyleven. Andy Hassler. Bill Singer. All right, let's go. That was Friday. There we are to the next Monday. All right, Cesar Cedeno of the Astros will miss 6 to 7 weeks. Torn quad. Fred Norman. Gaylord Perry got his 200th career win, and I'm betting he threw a spitball in that game. You know, I wonder, does it list him with a spitball, fastball, sinker, forkball, screwball? Okay, well, kid yourself all you want. He loaded it up, boy. Let's see. John Matlack. Willie Stargell, day-to-day, 35. Yeah, now he's 35 this year. It was the 79 season that he led the We Are Family Pirates. So that's 4 years off. So he was 39 that year. Let's see. Bear with me here 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and publish this. This is the previous video to the one I'm recording. So sorry about that. Let's see. Larry Christensen. John Curtis. Ken Singleton of the Orioles. Do recognize that name. George Foster, 26, very early. Jim Rice, 22, very, very young power hitter, and he gets hurt with a ruptured Achilles, 5 months, so pretty much ending his season, hitting .429 with a homer and 4 RBIs in 42 at-bats. Coming off a .337, 25.93 season in the minors last year. Struggled a little bit in his call-up last year, but yeah, Rice ended up being a really good player, man. Big power hitter. I remember a lot of pitchers, intimidating a lot of pitchers. All right, so let's see. Kansas City, we've stayed even at number 7. Let's go ahead and come into the standings. We're 7-5, so we didn't have a very good week. 2-game win streak at the end, half game back, and nobody on the leaderboards. Digging into our own team a little bit. Hitting has trailed off a little bit. Bullpen still keeping us in it there. McRae hitting .375. Mayberry with 3 home runs, 12 RBIs for McRae. I've only got one pitcher with a sub 4.7 ERA. That's horrible. Dutch Leonard's 0-2 even with the contract extension. You need to step your game up there, Dutch. Mallory struggling. Why is he not playing? I mean, I have other guys, don't I? Yeah, there's a AA guy, John Wathan. He's playing. All right, well, let's see. Busby 2-0, but a 4.74. Splittorf's looking pretty good. Wow. Patek 292, Otis 292, Brett, McRae. Mayberry's not hitting very well. Healy's at the Mendoza line. Wolford in right field really struggling. Frank White hitting .250 at the bottom of that order. Let's go ahead and look at the schedule. All right, so we had first week, second week. Oakland, we dropped 2 out of 3 to them. Took 2 out of 3 against Texas, including 2 one-run victories. White Sox and Texas coming up next week. Full week of games, 7-game stretch for us. Usually I go check the minors once a month to move people around. I want to give them time to, get some at bats. And I don't want to call anybody up too soon. So we'll move our third week. And we actually got through that with no stops, so that is good. Let's see. Pat Dobson, Ken Brett, George Stone, Rick Rennick was placed on waivers. What's he look like? He's got some power, not much to the gaps. You'd think he'd hit a little better than a $111, right? Doesn't look like it though. 31 years old. Davey Lopes goes 5 for 5. Bob Gibson, 39 years old this year. That was one of the guys that really bridged the previous generation to the current generation in this period of time. Rudy May, Larry Christensen, Doug Rao, Lee May, Mickey Lolich, Vita Blue. There's Dutch, 3-0 on 3 hits. Very good for him. So we're now 13-6 with a good run that week. Let's see. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go up here. So yeah, 5-game winning streak. So we had an 8-2 run in our last 10. Amos Otis has climbed up on the leaderboard here. Hal McRae leads the league with 22 RBIs. Amos Otis and Hal McRae in war. Steve Busby with 3 wins. Over on the National League side, we see Mike Schmidt on the leaderboards, actually handling the Triple Crown right now, average home runs and RBIs. Joe Morgan from the Big Red Machine with 6 stolen bases. Mike Schmidt with a 14-game hitting streak. Mickey Rivers, 18 games. Dan Spillner, Dave Roberts, Bill Bonham, Larry Christensen, Steve Carlton. Carlton's 30 this year, so he's doing. He's still going to be in the league for a few years probably. Let's see, pitching 3-0, 2-0, 2-0. Starting to see some ERAs come back to reality as we're balancing out a little bit. Not real happy with Bird. Let me go ahead and I'm just going to ask my AI for the staff. Marty Patton. Make some adjustments there. All right, let's see. Bob Stinson, the backup catcher, is hitting 438. Amos Otis is on a hot streak, hitting 380. 22 RBIs, almost double what Brett has. Also 4 home runs. He doesn't have a ton of home run power, I don't think. I think he's going to be a 15 to 20 guy max for his career. And that's going to be max. I'm probably expecting 10 to 15. But he should hit well. He should hit well. Let's see. 30 hits, 29, 28, 7 extra bases, 6 extra bases. Well, not counting home runs, so 8, 8, 12 extra bases for McRae. Freddie Patek, the little singles machine. 15 walks, 269 average, 383 on base, 5 stolen bases. Let's see, we are at April 28th. So let's go ahead and skip over to our minor leagues, just kind of put a quick look. 6 months, so we're going to put him on the DL. All right, nobody's ready to move up. Al Autry. Tom Bruno. He could play right field. Yeah, Rupert Jones is hitting a $143. I don't think he's ready to come up to the pros. He's hitting 300, but I'd like him to have more than 10 at bats. So I think we're good there. We've got about 5 minutes left in this episode, so let's see about getting another weekend. Oh, we got an achievement, the batter of the month, Hal McRae. I got that in a previous video, so disregard that, but an 8-game winning streak. And we are at Monday, May 5th. Let's take a look at the email. Tom Seaver, 30 years old this year. Fred Norman in the news again. Don Sutton in the news again. Hal McRae, batter of the month. 337, 4 homers, 23 RBIs, 17 runs scored. Mike Schmidt over in the National League. Tommy John, the free agent signing this year, 4-0 with 22 strikeouts in 5 starts, was pitcher of the month in the AL. Larry Christensen of the Phillies over in the NL. And rookie of the month, Mike Cubbage for the Rangers. Rob Andrews, well, says he's back down already with the Iowa Oaks AAA system, but he was actually rookie of the month for the month, hitting 225. Let's see, AL Star of the Week, Bobby Bonds. This is before, well, 70. Oh, this is Bobby Bonds, not Barry Bonds. Yeah, Bobby. Barry got some of his power legitimately from his dad, but of course, I know how I think Barry got most of his power, but he was still a Hall of Fame caliber player when he played for the Pirates. Bobby Bonds was a monster at the plate. Never hit great. We saw a lot of 256 averages with him, but we saw a lot of power out of him too. And I do remember him being a fan favorite when he was with the Angels later in his career. We've moved up to number 1 in the power ranking, so that's awesome. So let's take a look at the standings. We went 8-2 over the last 10, a 2-game win streak, and we have opened up a 5-game margin on the Athletics at 18-8, tied with the Yankees for the best record in Major League Baseball. Very nice. Amos Otis hitting 390. Mickey Rivers at 400. Mike Schmidt at 416. Schmidt still on Triple Crown pace over here. 25 RBIs. Reggie Jackson, 9 homers, 28 RBIs. Probably hitting worth crap, though. No, 347. That's actually pretty darn good for him. let's see, Amos Otis, 1.9 WAR, 4 wins. Let's jump down into the team here. Actually, we're up to first in runs scored, first in batting average, so offensive production has picked up immensely. We have actually moved into the upper half of the American League in pitching, 5th in starters ERA, as that has really come down. Busby's 4-0 with a 227. Splittorf 3-0 with a 275. Dutch 1-4, man. He's the hard luck pitcher. 386 ERA, but 4 losses. And Patton 349. That's Marty Patton. Let's see. Patek 240. Otis 390. 330 for Brett. 324 for McCrae. Mayberry still struggling. I do need to go in. Let's see. All right, I'm under a minute for time, so let's come into front office salaries. All right, so we're up to 1.4 with the extensions that we've signed. All right, let's go back to age. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut here. My kid's calling me, so I've got to take it. So we'll pick up right here next time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.